Hello, 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 everyone. It's your girl Tay, bringing you some more animal news here at the Let's Talk Wild podcast. Are you guys Star Wars fans? Let me know, because today we'll discuss the new species of deep sea coral named after the Star Wars character Chewbacca, also known as Chewie. Yes. We'll also dive into some coral education, conservation, and facts. But before we get into that, no matter where you're watching or listening, please support by subscribing, following, liking, and sharing. Turn on your notifications so you can be notified when I upload. You could support the podcast by becoming a member or sending a donation to Venmo or PayPal. All the links will be in the description box, okay? Now, like we always do here, let's talk wild. Do, 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 do. Cue the animals. Yes. It's a nice topic for today. I really love talking about, the animals being named after characters, especially characters from my childhood and stuff like that. I'll get into my wild thoughts on why later on. I've said it before on the podcast, but let's get into it. So, corals are often mistaken for being rocks or plants. I know some of y'all be out there stepping on the corals, okay, stepping on them, taking from them, okay, and doing all of that. Don't do that. They are living beings. And I know y'all are saying, oh, wait, corals are not animals. They are actually animals, okay? They are closely related to sea jellies and sea anemones, okay? So don't be taking from them, okay? Don't be stepping on them. Corals are living beings, okay? Now, coral colonies are made up of numerous polyps that form the larger coral structures that you may see, okay? Now, I want to get into the picture of the actual coral here. Yes, the newly identified species of coral. Chewbacca. Does it look like Chewbacca? It's really hairy. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see the visual. If you're listening on a podcast, I appreciate you. Love you down, honey, because the fact that you can listen without having a visual, I love that for you. Because I'm a podcast girly. I can literally listen. I'm an audiobook girly too, so I can listen, okay? I don't need the visuals, okay? But shout out to everybody supporting. But yes, according to the University of Hawaii at Manoa College of Natural Sciences, a team of researchers, including ecologist and Professor Les Watling from the University of Hawaii Manoa's School of Life Sciences, discovered the species of coral in the deep sea near Hawaii's Mariana Trench. It was first sighted in 2006, but was officially identified as a new species by Watling while he reviewed research with colleagues in China, okay? Now, researchers named it after Chewbacca because of its upright, standalone appearance and its long, flexible, hairy-looking branches that reminded them of the beloved Star Wars character, okay? Now, Chewbacca's species is a Wookiee from the planet Kashyyyk, and he is tall, hairy, strong, loyal, and brave. Chewie's name, his name stems from the Russian word Sobaka, which means dog, which makes sense because Chewie's design was inspired by George Lucas's dog, okay, Indiana. She was an Alaskan Malamute. Did I say she? I don't know if she was. Maybe she's a she, but his dog, George Lucas's dog, Indiana, and Alaskan Malamute was named after Indiana Jones. That's crazy how the rabbit hole. This is not a picture of her if you're watching on YouTube. This is just a Malamute dog for demonstration to show the hair, how much hair. But yeah, the rabbit hole of names is wild, okay? So the the coral was named after Chewbacca. Chewbacca is named after the Russian word that means dog. And design was inspired by George Lucas's dog Indiana, whose name was inspired by Indiana Jones. Like it just goes on and on. And okay, the rabbit hole names is wild. Okay, wild. Word to me. Now, why are corals important? I really, want to let you guys know this. Y'all may think they're just like y'all, like I said, y'all. Some of y'all just think they're rocks. They're not living beings. Like they're whatever it is. But they are very important. Okay. The Chewbacca coral stands alone, but other species of coral can form large reef colonies that are used by different species of marine life for shelter, to find food, and to hide and raise their young. Okay. According to NOAA, NOAA, gotta say Noah these days. The coral reefs protect coastlines from storms and erosion, provide jobs for local communities, and offer opportunities for recreation. They are also a source of food and new medicines. Ooh, interesting. Over 500 million people depend on reefs for food, income, and protection. Fishing, diving, and snorkeling on and near reefs add hundreds of millions of dollars to local businesses. The net economic value of the world's coral reefs is estimated to be nearly tens of billions of US dollars per year. Okay, that got me tongue tied. That is a shock to me. Really? Nearly tens of billions of US dollars per year. Yes, that had me, okay, coral had me choked up, honey. Now, these ecosystems are culturally important to indigenous people around the world, okay? End quotes from NOAA, the NOAA, okay? Now, according to the IUCN, in 2024, it was reported that 44% of reef-building coral species globally are at risk of extinction. Some of their threats are pollution, diseases, and warming waters from climate change that cause mass coral bleaching. Okay, now scientists have been testing new ways to help coral reefs, like growing corals in nurseries and then transplanting them to damaged areas. Okay, so yes, oh my goodness, y'all, the coral bleaching, they lose their color, they're turning white, like it's bleaching, like turning white and stuff like that. And the scientists did say that some of the coral that suffer from the bleaching can make a recovery, but it can be years and years and years. So it's like it's like prevention is key, so we don't have to deal with trying to rebuild these bleached coral. It's a lot. The pollution is a lot, and the fact that these living beings, these living organisms, these corals, honey, bring in tens of billions of dollars. That blew my mind, because I did not know that until I did the research for this. So it's very interesting. This is what it's all about. Let's talk about education and conservation, right? So I'm learning, you guys are learning. So they are very important to the ecosystems, and for the people that use the corals as means of making money. Like if you have the coral reefs and you have locals that have a boat, and tourists come and they want to go snorkeling, the locals, the indigenous folk, can take these people out on the boats, take them to the corals, for a fee, and they could go snorkeling and see the fish and see the corals and stuff like that. So that's putting money in the locals' pockets. You understand? So yeah, it's all important. It's important for everybody. So coral are not just they're not rocks, okay? They are animals. They are living beings, okay? So I want y'all, if y'all go on vacations, if you live in an area with coral reefs and stuff like that, if it looks like a rock formation or whatever the case may be underwater, do not touch it. Don't step on it, nothing. If you see fish living in there, let them fish be, okay? And because the coral reefs, like we said, they provide shelter, hiding places for different species and stuff like that. So the corals are very important. Now, the design. We are in my wild thoughts right now. I know I didn't announce it, but I'll leave the timestamp, okay? But yeah, so the coral, I really like it. I like it. I like it. It definitely reminds me of Chewbacca for sure. It's beautiful. This picture is from the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And yeah, I like it. I like the name. I actually love when I've said it before in the podcast, but I love when these new species are named after animals. You know, did I say that right? My mind is jumbled. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, y'all. I love, let's rewind it. Rewind it. Okay. Do I have to cue the animals? Okay. To get my thoughts back. Okay. So I'm like trying to think ahead when I'm supposed to be saying the first line in my mind, but I'm jumping ahead to the second one when I didn't even get the first one out. So yes, I love when the animals, new species of animals, are named after characters, especially characters we grew up with or we loved, and stuff like that, because it's like it for to me it bridges the gap. It helps bridge the gap with like younger people or people that may not necessarily be into like animals or learn about conservation or these species, and then you name the species after a popular character, and then everybody wants to know what's going on with this species, why it was named after their favorite character and stuff like that. So I think it helps bridge the gap with the people, and I really, really appreciate it. So shout out to the researchers. Shout out to Mr. Les Watling from the University of Hawaii School at Manoa. Okay, School of Life Sciences. Okay, yes. I hope I was pronouncing all the words correctly. You know, if not in the names, I apologize. Okay, it's all love. Okay, but I want to know, what do you guys think of the name? Okay, how do you feel about it? Do you like it? Does it fit the species? Do you love Chewy? Let me know. Leave a comment and let me know. Okay, thanks for watching or listening. Please support by subscribing, following, liking, and sharing. Turn on your notifications so you can be notified when I upload. You can support the podcast by becoming a member or sending a donation to Venmo or PayPal. The links will be in the description box. Now, love yourself, one another, your pets, and the animals. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Do, do, do. Yeah, just like that. Bye, y'all.